Guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Daredevil issue number 310 by Marvel Comics, and it's an Infinity War crossover. I'm not going into the whole Infinity War because, well, there's so much to talk about. I could be here for, I don't know, 1 hour or 2 hours explaining what it all is. But let's say you can Google online. Let's say evil guys and bad guys have doppelgangers, and it has to do with that Warlock and stuff and the Infinity Stones. And now Daredevil has his own doppelganger too, but there's also some other stuff going on. So let's dive in. So Matt Murdock is coming home and he finds a guy there, and he is, waiting in his, well, it's not home, but it's in his office. And there's a guy waiting for him there, and it seems that he is some kind of a refugee from Haiti, and that he wants to, ask for political asylum. Not sure why he needs Matt Murdock, but Matt Murdock is a lawyer, so he explains that he is on the run from Haiti because there is a dictator, and they want to, he and other people want to overthrow that dictator, but the dictator finds out and he sends some assassins after him. Then a cop comes in and he wants to place this guy under arrest. Matt Murdock stops him, and the Haiti guy just jumps out of the window. And Matt Murdock is gonna go all preachy and stuff and says that, that man is a victim, you should treat him like a criminal. But it seems, yes, even Matt Murdock can be wrong. He sees, the cop says, well, there are more than 40,000 Haitian nationals in this country, and most of them are economic refugees and not political ones. Oh, Matt Murdock, if you knew what's happened in, modern day when it comes to economic refugees. So Matt Murdock's going to get all preachy and stuff about, that there's some kind of an international agreement with Haiti and from 1981. But then the cop says that is Chapoteur, that's the name of the refugee. He said he isn't, just mounting an army. He was dealing in illegal arms. And he says, you're a lawyer, Murdoch. We both have to uphold the law. And he goes away. So, yeah, take that, Matt Murdock. You bastard. I'm kidding. So, we discovered that Calypso is in town. And she has an assassin with him. He is, and that's, it's an Hatian assassin called the Nameless One. He's a zombie. He's dead. That's Calypso's shtick. And he or she wants also, kill the refugee because there's a bounty on his head. So, so she sends his goon towards the place to look for the refugee. But then she sees a mysterious figure, and she thinks that is Daredevil, and she has a beef with Daredevil still. But skip a few pages. So she wants to kill him, but then we skip this part is coming a little bit later, but she's confused. She still thinks that this is Daredevil, although this is not Daredevil. The refugee flees. He is getting, I don't know, attacked by other people who also wants to kill him for bounty. So he's a very important man somehow. I'm not entirely sure. Daredevil jumps in, and then he's getting attacked by the Nameless One. And I like this sentence. The refugee says that they are mistaken Daredevil for a two-horned god of the Loa, some kind of Haitian god or something. And then Daredevil says criminals are cowardly and suspicious, and then he cannot finish the sentence. But that is exactly what Batman says. So maybe that's the reason he doesn't say that. I'm just guessing, but it's a fun tidbit nonetheless. So, going back to Calypso and the demon, she figured it out that, hey, wait a minute, Daredevil has claws, he has a tail. And she says, I can play dirty too, Red Man. And bites the demon's tail, and the demon is going away. But the demon attacks her again and bites her in the arm. But then she screams, and it seems that the demon has the same powers and weaknesses as Daredevil. Daredevil has his very heightened senses, so when he hears a loud, very loud noise, it hurts him, among other things. And the demon is very sensitive to that too. So Calypso figured that out, and she shoots at him a dose of black sage, and it somehow needs to kill him or stun him or something, but it doesn't work. Skipping back, so we see here the demon, or I'm sorry, the zombie, the Nameless One, is still battling Daredevil, and I must say I'm liking the art. The art is very I don't know. I'm not sure what the word is. If I'm looking here, it's very aggressive. No, that's probably not the right word, but there's some art style that, if you see this, all these facial expressions, loud, painful, aggressive, if that's what it is. But it seems that the Nameless One has secretes some kind of a pheromone that, brings fear into people, and Daredevil has problems with that because he is, again, heightened senses, so he can smell it also. So he is hesitating a lot, and he doesn't know what to do sometimes, but he also smells that this guy's dead. So that shocks him, I guess. So, skipping a few pages, the demon attacks Calypso. He punctures his with his horn, but Calypso fights back and breaks off the horn of the demon. And then she is reaching the drums, and then she pouncing on them. And then, if you can see here, the demon is retreating and is in pain because of the sounds. So the battle goes back and forth a little bit, and I love the part with Calypso. I'm not very familiar with her, but I believe she was a Black Panther villain. I'm not entirely sure. Could be wrong, but she has something to do with raising the dead, because she also has slain her own sister for sacrifice her to gain more power. So she's very ruthless. And at the end, she just kills the demon with the horn that she broke off earlier, and she's laughing. But then she noticed that he just, is gone, and she noticed that it wasn't the real Daredevil. But then she is making some kind of a spell, or using her magic, if that's how you call it, because let's see what's going to happen next. Well, let's say, okay, I'm going to show you this. So the battle rages on between the Nameless One. Then Daredevil uses a belly club to, as you can see here, I'm not sure, I'm forgetting the word. I'm so useless sometimes. This weapon, he hits the belly club hits the weapon of the sword. The sword goes up, and he just punctures the heart. And because it seems that he is mesmerized, the Nameless One, looking at the sword and probably deliberately killing himself, and he says, peace. And then it's over, and then it seems that he is, melting, and that his soul is now free because Calypso can gain souls. And then he hears the drum of Calypso, and the refugee doesn't know what's going on, and he says, well, this is a drum, can you not hear it? And then he realizes that's the witch that is hunting him, and they say he must flee. And then Calypso is entering the stage, and that goes into the next episode. And I must say, I like it very much. Like I said, the art was something I need to get used to it, but it fits the whole tone. And Calypso is a very cool, weird sorceress, necromancer, or something. I like the character. I like the whole costume with the red eyes and the wild hair. But of course, that has more to do with how the artist is drawing the character. As you can see, the whole hair wild thing, and with the This reminds me of Craven. I believe she has also a connection with Craven somehow. Again, not sure. Oh, wait a minute. When Craven killed himself in the Spider-Man comic, blew his brains out, I believe it was Calypso that brought him back. Not sure. Okay, that brings us to the end of the video. Guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking with my channel. I really appreciate that. Of course, you can help me with subscribing, liking the video. It's very important. And sharing. And yeah, if you want, leave a comment. So I'll see you next guy. I see you next time. Bye.